Hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, others. How is everybody doing today? I hope the answer is absolutely fantastic. Today, guys, we have episode 10, the big 1-0 of our Clip of the Week series over here on the channel. I am your fella Kuro, and I hope you are ready for what we are throwing down today. If you guys are new here, just going to explain it for you real quick. Basically, we've taken some clips from all over the place, different servers, different platforms, different characters, different classes, all kinds of different play styles, brought them together right here, the nice juicy fights, the 1vx, the 2vx, the good stuff, the quality content, and we are going to watch them all together. I'm going to talk about them, we're going to have some fun, and then if you guys would like to get involved, you can head over to my YouTube community page to vote on who you think should win this week's episode. Last week's winner, of course, being Nice ESO on his hybrid Mag Sork Stam Sork thing. Weird ass build, but it was awesome. People enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. And if you want to see the full clip, go check out last week's episode. We also have a whole playlist full of these episodes if you just want to binge them, because there is some good stuff in them. If you would like to submit your own clips to be considered to be featured, you can do so in a couple of different ways. All that information is down in the description, down in the pinned comment. Best way, of course, to submit clips will be joining my Discord, where I have a channel specifically for them, or you could just join to see what's going on there. You know, we would love to have you. Now, last note before we get into this, please make sure you go and check out every one of the absolutely beautiful, amazing content creators that are featured in this episode, because they all make amazing content, and I highly recommend every last one of them, so don't forget to show them some love. And now that's out of the way, no further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's watch some people get absolutely clobbered. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun, shall we? Coming into the first clip, starting us off with a bang, we've got Sir Snowman on Xbox NA, starting us off with a very quick bit of absolute carnage. As you can see, he's getting chased around on IC by a couple of dudes, goes ahead and drops the big fat sub Donnie combo on him and brings two to their knees. One guy running away at low health with the Dawnbreaker dot ticking on him, hoping he'll go down, but he does have a lot of healing, and he doesn't quite go down. So instead, he's just going to go ahead and focus this 1845 CP. You'd think he knew better, but no, he doesn't. Takes all the damage, he gets absolutely clippity-clapped by the Dizzy Swing combo with the sub. Turns around, everyone's back on their feet. That's no good, but he has a big fat Dawnbreaker. Drop it down, blast a couple of dudes, bring one down with the sub, one with the execute. Now he's got a bow guy spamming him, someone spamming it with steel tornadoes, trying to execute him. He's not feeling too good. He's low resources right now, and now he's about to catch a nasty bow ultimate, but it's okay because he has an answer for that. Drops the sub Donnie, absolutely obliterates them both, and that is the end of his clip. Coming into clip number 2, we have once again the God Deity over on PS4 EU, bringing us some non-convergence Magicka Necromancer gameplay. As you can see, he's got a lot of damage here. Slaps this fella with the Dawnbreaker, with the Blast Bones. He absolutely blows up. There was nothing he could do. Throws down the Blast Bones at this fella. Gets him to really low health, but of course the Blast Bones decides it's going to go off in its own direction and choose its own way in life, and it doesn't connect with the guy that was sitting at 10% health, and God Deity does get gypped out of that kill, just long enough for 4 guys to converge on him. And speaking of converging, they do have 2 dark convergences in this group at least, and you will see those. But it's okay, because Deity has the heals, has the tankiness, and has the mobility and movement skill to not get blasted. Right here, he's got time for the combo, but he does get sucked into not 1 but 2 dark convergences. He just gets out of there, heals up, now he's got the combo ready, Dawnbreaker in the back pocket, get the Blast Bones up, do a little bit of damage here, hit him with the Dawnbreaker and the Boneyard, pop 2 guys right off the top there, and now he's going to kind of have a little 1v1 with this other guy for just a moment. Doesn't matter how much this guy is jumping around like a little monkey, because God Deity's got a big fat Blast Bones coming at the back of his noodle, and he's going to go ahead and blow his socks off. Now he's going to chase this 4-star DK right back to the resource, because the DK, I don't know what the DK is doing. DK thinks he thinks he can compete. Throws a flare with the Dark Convergence, absolutely annoying, into the DK standard for the Defile, for the Dot. Not feeling too great on God Deity, but he's just going to go ahead and kite right outside of it. Not a big deal, because like I said, he does have a good bit of movement on this build, thanks to the fact that he's got that race against time. Tries to drop the big combo here, but it does get blocked. He is going to focus the guy that got dropped to low health, trying to do his best to bring him down, but he is getting healed and healing himself very efficiently. Unfortunate, not a big deal though. Like I said, God Deity knows what kind of damage he is packing. He's going to focus the squishy targets here, almost annihilate this man, almost remove remove him from existence with the blast bones. He realizes that he probably shouldn't be here. He's a little too squishy, not cut out for this fight, and he does run away like an absolute champion. Now, Deity realizes they're keeping the flag under control. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to have to deal with guards, you know, so he's going to go ahead and get back over here on the flag, fight near this tower as well so he can LOS if he needs to, and then just try to engage on the squishier targets, or at least the ones that don't seem like they know what they are doing quite as well. Now he does have backup come in. A couple of dudes come up through the back line there. He drops the big fat combo on one guy, Dawnbreaker, Blast Bones, Boneyard, blow him up, easy peasy, gets dropped down to low health, takes a lot of damage there from a couple of ultimates, but it's not a big deal. The healing on this character is insane, and now there's a bunch of backup, and the Reds have fled, and God Deity is victorious, so that is the end of his clip. Into clip number 3 now, we have another returning face, Taz from ESO. Now, Taz was featured in last week's episode on an Emperor Mag DK with Dark Convergence, absolutely decimating entire groups of people, but some people didn't find that too impressive because Emperor, because Dark Convergence. So she, I don't know, this person has decided to come back with a vengeance, saying, alright guys, you want to see something impressive? Fine, I'll show you some Stamplar, no Dark Convergence, no Emperor, just jabs, just willpower, let's go. As you can see, he already brings down one guy, just 2 outside, because the third one decided he was going to run inside to the safety of his group, so Taz just gets to absolutely blast these 2 guys. They have absolutely zero chance. Now, he comes on in here. There's a couple of guys on this flag. He's not going to go ahead and sit there right out in the open because that's silly. He's going to get over here to these stairs, to a little bit of LOS, throw down the Caltrops because, like a real champion, he is rocking Ravager on his Stamplar because, I mean, who doesn't, right? I do. It's amazing set. Goes ahead and throws the whole combo down on this guy who overextends by himself, jabs him a couple of times, power light pops, rips his scalp apart, and now he's up the stairs. One guy engaging him. This is the Emperor currently, okay? He went from the Emperor to an Emperor Slayer. You will see that soon. I'm going to go ahead and boop the snoot, bash this res, don't allow that, crescent him, absolutely steal his sneakers, and then back up the stairs. He's a little bit low on stam, so he's going to just kind of get some distance, do a couple of heavy attacks here to get some stam back. There's one guy hiding in cloak here, gets pulled out by the guards, so nice opportunity to get some damage in on him, but he does get bombed by the Emperor, I believe, right there. So he kites away, gets some distance, gets the healing up, and waits for a pot kind of here. I believe he's just waiting for the pot so he can go full offense. Throws down the Caltrops to get those debuffs as well as to get his weapon damage up. Goes ahead and stops this guy with the medium wave heavy attack to stun him. The Crescent absolutely rips one of them apart. I don't even think he meant to kill him. Collateral damage, whatever. Emperor's at low health. Emperor's scared. Emperor's just trying to do whatever he can do to stay alive, and it's not happening. Go ahead and blow him up. Emperor Assassin achievement unlocked, and now there's just going to be a couple of blues left inside of this keep that are going to try to run his fade, and he will not allow that to happen. He's trying not to be rude and kill them, but they don't quite understand that he is not the one to be trifled with. One big fat Crescent gonna bring one guy down to low health. The Pottle pops, almost finishes him off. He does take a lot of damage here, kites back up the stairs, gets behind some safety, some LOS, throws the Caltrops down at the bottom of the stairs where they're going to have to come through to get slowed, to get debuffed. Chase this guy here who is at lower health and a little bit squishier, topple on in, jab him, put some damage into both of them because I believe he thought the Pottle would just finish him off. It didn't quite do it, but it's okay because he did have the Crescent, gonna chase him down with the topple to finish him off, and then turn around and meet this guy in a fair and honorable 1v1. Nice topple here, couple of jabs to his cheeks, chase him down because he's running, typical Stamsork stuff, you know how it is. Gonna go ahead and pottle him, hit him a couple times here with the Crescent and the jabs. There is the stun at low health with the pottle going off, and that is the end of his clip. But not before he goes and takes the scroll, just to add insult to injury. Coming into clip number 4, we have a nice long bit of 2vx action coming from LokiSSeth over on the PS4 in a server. Him and his friend are hanging out here at Blastris, I think. I've played this game so long, but I don't remember the name of half of this shit, I swear to God. But anyway, him and his friend are here. They've already been putting in some work. They're surrounded by dead bodies already. Third party comes in, and they don't want this to happen, okay? They realize that yellow, these guys are yellow. They're taking the town. They don't want that shit because this is an important strategic holdout for the Zerg, for the red offensive, and they are not going to allow the Queen's forces to move in and take what is rightfully theirs, okay? So they're gonna try to blast these guys. Loki, very low health, very low stam, goes ahead and gets behind this house to get some staying in, to get some health back. and they just prepare for a nice strong offense here, waiting for the opportune moment to slap this group. He's probably waiting for his pot, just making sure they have a great option or opportunity to attack. Right here, a blue shows up, splits the red group, so they're going to go ahead and come over here to the guys that are just two deep, so it's a fair 2v2 right now. Go ahead and absolutely crack that man's noodle apart with the Executioner and the Leap and the Blast Bones, blow him up. Now we've got a nice tanky Stamblade build here who is trying his best to get away, but he does take a bunch of executes at low health with the Blast Bones, so he's defiled, he's getting cracked, it's over for him. That's 2 dead now, and the rest of the group is over there on that flag. So they're going to hang out here for a moment, just wait, you know, kind of wait for the group to come back to them as opposed to chasing them down. One guy decides to come in on his own, absolutely terrible idea. Go ahead and dot him up, try to dizzy swing him in the back of the head, doesn't work, but it's okay because the friend has a Dawnbreaker, pulls the Nightblade out of stealth, and then finishes him off with a nice Executioner. Loki, feeling that snipe come in, gonna go ahead and hide behind something real quick, rebuff, reheal, and then come over here and engage on the group. Go ahead and dot up the guy that looks the squishiest, crack him in the back of the head with the old dizzy swing execute, bring him down. Now they are back over here on this flag again, 2v2, nice and fair. Gonna go ahead and get the dots up on both of these guys, make sure they are nice and debuffed, saturated in the poison, and absolutely blow him up with that leap. The tanky Nightblade comes back, turn around, one of them is rezzing their counterparts instead of fighting, so we've got 3 guys back on the feet now. This one's a healer. Loki's just gonna absolutely ego this man down, dizzy swing after dizzy swing into the execute, and remove his hairline, and now he has located yet another Templar, so that is one more healer that he has to get rid of, or at least that's one more healing ult they need to get rid of. These guys are not doing a great job at healing themselves, and he notices that, goes ahead and capitalizes with a big fat leap there. Unfortunately, he takes a lot of pressure himself and has to back off. Not the best thing to happen in the world, but sometimes it do be like that. He's catching snipes from far, he's got a lot of proc sets on him, got a couple of Templars up in his grill, jabbing the shit out of him, and now he has this Nightblade absolutely PvE parsing on him while he is out of stamina. Unfortunately, he did not have the damage to finish it off. Hit him with a big leap to tell him to back the fuck up, and try to keep up the damage there, but he does scoot away, and we see some rezzing over here. Don't like that. Come on in here, and now we're back to focusing that Templar because we don't want those healing ults going off at the worst possible time. Catches a fear here, breaks out, no problem, on the Templar. He's rezzing, gonna go ahead and bash that, dizzy swing him in the back of the cranium a couple of times, dot him up, try to redot him here because he dodged the claw. It doesn't matter though, gonna just slap him with the dizzy swings. It is what it is, you know, sometimes you don't get to put all your dots up, but it's okay because the dizzy swing is your savior. Big leap here, bringing this guy down to low health, hit him with an execute. Doesn't matter because his friend comes in with a Dawnbreaker with that follow-up. We catch one here with the Chokethorn with the Sanctuary on, so clearly a healer. That thing needs to go. Catches a massive Blast Bones crit right there and then execute and gets popped, and now it is just that Nightblade from before who is tanky. He's going to run around, going to kite, and his friend is just going to clean him up real quick. Now this guy is hanging out over here like he's just watching. He's just chill, right? Well, sorry, sir. These boys' hands are rated E for everyone, so you're going to catch some too. Now, over here, these fellas are back to the reses. Going to go ahead and leap on in, crack them open with the dizzy swing, with the execute. And now, again, that Nightblade is back on his feet for some reason. He just does not learn, does he? They're going to chase him down, dot him up, execute the back of his skull, and that is the end of Loki's clip. Coming now into clip number 5, the grand finale, we have, of course, you guessed it, I know you did, VirtualESO. He's always here because he is always getting clips and he is always submitting, so if you want to be like him, submit your clips, boys, because we got the fire here. Now, he's playing something different today. Now he's on Stamina Warden. We've seen him on Mag Warden. We've seen him on Stam DK. He's decided it's time to pull out the Stam Warden and show these boys how it's done. Already dropped 2 bodies. Don't know if you noticed. It was nice and quick. He's kiting these guys around the tower. He's got a lot of movement speed on this build. He's got the Quick Cloak. He's got the Bird in case he needs it. He's got a massive amount of damage. He doesn't have Arctic Blast because Arctic Blast is for betas. Who needs 50k health? You know what I mean? Now, he's up on top of the tower. 5 guys on him, taking a lot of pressure. Just kind of hopping in between the little outcroppings of the top of the tower there. Beautiful, beautiful jumps. They could not keep up and they fell down. Unfortunately, he managed to mess one up himself too, but he had 7 people on him. So that's his excuse. What is theirs? Now, he's going to go ahead and get the sub ready. Do the dizzy swing here. Dawnbreaker, sub goes off, execute, try to bring this man down, doesn't get away, sub goes off, blows him up. He's catching a couple of light attacks from over here on the little outcrop. and it's a little bit annoying. The guy doesn't seem like he wants to fully commit, but Virtual really doesn't care, and you'll see him box him up pretty soon. Now, again, there's two guys on little outcrops now, and they're both hitting him from range. Very annoying. Catches an in-cap from a rogue Nightblade, so he's got a kite now. He's at low health, low resources, but he's got the movement, he's got the hops, and he's got the healing to get back on his feet. Magsork chases him, not a great idea. Gonna go ahead and do a quick heavy attack there to get his resources back. Does catch a big fat meteor crit right there, but I think he does manage to block it, maybe. Dizzy swing this guy in the noodle a couple of times, do the Dawnbreaker, almost bring him down, but he does panic leap to get his health back. Unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. You know, you can't expect these players to just lay down and die every time, no matter how much we want it. Now right here, he decides that this Mag Crow, it's time for him to catch it, so he goes ahead, puts down the combo on him, slaps him with a bunch of dizzy swings with the sub, cracks his skull, and jumps down the tower to continue his kiting because everyone has now come up the stairs. Now, I don't know if that man was trying to kill Virtual for real or not, or if he was just being a general menace, but Virtual did not care. He was just going to run his fade anyway because we don't need outliers here. We don't need wild cards. Now, he's going to go ahead and lay down the smackdown on this fella, absolutely ripping his shit apart, but he does manage to heal through it, and he's catching a lot of damage from the Magsork over there on the little outcrop, and the rest of the group now converges on him, so he's going to, again, take to kiting the tower, heal himself, just stay alive right now, wait for the perfect opportunity to strike somebody that decides to overextend or chases too fast, and just pop him. We've heard someone fail their end cap on this man twice now. He's probably counting his blessings because that could have hurt. That might have ruined the clip if he got caught by either of them, but because of his movement, because of his speed, because of his distance, he didn't actually get to finish that end cap. He didn't get to do any damage, but he does know now that there is an end cap hanging out in this group, so I'm sure he's going to be wary. Catch this man with a couple of absolutely massive dizzy swings with the Subterranean and the Execute. Skullcracker, bring him down. Try to finish off this Mag Crow here, or Mag Warden that is healing and rezzing. It doesn't quite work out because we do get people coming back up the stairs. Couple of Dark Convergence procs, you know how it is. Gonna come in here, bash this guy. Just kidding, doesn't need to bash him because he's got a Dizzy Swing and a Dawnbreaker. Absolutely crack his shit apart with the Execute and the full combo there. Now again, back to kiting in and out of the doors here, being a little frisky, a little wily, a little hard to catch, a little slippery. Come back in, engaging on the Mag Crow, or Mad Warden, I'm sorry, it's like Mag Warden doesn't even exist when Mag Crow does. It's like two classes that you can't compare at all, but they are also very similar in some ways. Obviously, he brings him down there. Not a big deal. He decided he was going to focus on rezzing instead of fighting and just allowed himself to be absolutely murdered. And now there is someone else rezzing. Just going to go ahead, Dawnbreaker his face, Dizzy Swing him nice and heavy, bring him down very, very low, chase him down with the wings, blow him up. Don't know if you saw that, but there was a Necromancer Rezzle in this room. This DK is back on his feet. Going to go ahead and Dizzy Swing him in the back of the head, crack his skull apart. Subterranean goes off, and that is everyone, and that is the end of Virtual's clip. Alright, and that is the end, guys. That is the end of the clips. What we are going to have on in the background now is Mr. We're just going to call him Cal, playing a little bit of PvP tank, just absolutely embarrassing this entire group, showing us how unkillable he is. Just a little background footage to play while I talk at you guys for a moment. First of all, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss a future episode. We do these every Monday night or afternoon whenever I get around to doing it. And yeah, you don't want to miss them. They're every week, every single week. So submit your clips if you want to join, and just come support your favorite creators that decide they want to send theirs in. Now, a couple of shameless plugs here at the end. Don't forget to come and follow me on Twitch to watch me play live. I'm not as good as some of these guys, but, you know, I do my best. Also, join the Discord, whether you're going to submit clips or not, because we would love to have you. We have all sorts of ESO conversations. We talk about other games too, music, food, literally everything. So, it's just a family, big happy family. Come hang out. Also, big, huge, massive shout out and thank you to my patrons over at Patreon, because you guys are the MVPs. You support me more than anyone else does, and you help me achieve this goal of being a content creator and pursuing this as, you know, more than just a hobby. So thank you all so much for that, and I appreciate your support. And if you would like to support me the way they do, I have a Patreon link down in the description and pinned comment. And now, guys, that is all. I'm going to stop talking your ear off now. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I have some adulting to go do, so I'm going to do that. I love you guys. Kuro out. Mwah.
Get me to the altar. I can follow you.